Top of the hour on the start of a Friday happening right now. We're following that intense blizzard on its way to western New York. You're looking live at our 7 Super Doppler radar that's actually tracking the storm's path. Right now it's all rain, but that snow is coming. That blizzard warning starts at 7 a.m. just about 2 hours from now for Erie, Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. Statewide, all New Yorkers are under a state of emergency. Commercial vehicles are banned on the thruway from exit 46 to the Pennsylvania state line. The NFTA suspending all metro service starting today.
And evacuations are underway in lakeshore communities. That includes Silver Beach, Sunset Bay, and Hanford Bay. And then a mandatory evacuation at Hoover Beach. This is a live look there right now. 7 News reporter James Cattato is going to join us in minutes. He's breaking down how neighbors are getting ready, but you can see they're already boarding up homes. A lot of potential for flooding.
All of this after that major storm we saw years ago. We'll say good morning to you at 5 o'clock from the Weather Center. Thanks so much for being with us. We certainly appreciate you. We're here to keep you safe and in the know. Aaron Minkowski tracking everything we need to know.
A number of hazards we have to be concerned with. Right now it's just light rain. It's pretty quiet outside. Temperatures near 40 degrees in the next couple of hours. That rain's going to change over to snow. We'll have what we call a flash freeze where the standing water and the slush will ice over and do so rather quickly, making for some very slippery roads, sidewalks, and parking lots.
A lot of pressure and, anxiety and just you're trying to stay calm and talk to family and friends not to make anybody worried.
In Hamburg this morning, neighbors in that Hoover Beach community getting ready for the worst this holiday weekend. This isn't the first time they're dealing with weather like this either. In November of 2020, it was this area and all the houses there that saw so much damage.
Wind gusts were over 60 miles an hour then, causing waves to batter homes. With wind gusts expected to exceed that today, 7 News reporter James Cattato is live for us at Hoover Beach, showing us how folks are getting ready for what's to come.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, I'm right here on the Lake Erie shoreline, right in the Hoover Beach area. And yeah, the message has been all morning long, right? This is the calm before the literal storm that's going to roll in and affect that Hoover Beach area. Right now, I'm outside just to get a business perspective of things too. This is Hope's Restaurant. And obviously we're going to look at residential areas throughout the entire morning, but this is the restaurant. The windows are all boarded up as well as they are bracing pretty much for impact. In terms of the residential area, my photographer Alex and I drove down through the neighborhood. There were a few houses that were boarded up and a lot of lights were off. Now that could be for a few reasons. One of them being it's really early in the morning, but another reason being that people are getting out of their homes in preparation for this. And when we spoke with a few residents in the area, they were saying that evacuation is key here. They have Christmas decorations up. They have valuables in their home that they need to get out. All of these things are on top of their mind heading into such a serious storm.
All day and all night, I've been taking down my china and packing it up in plastic bins. Taking some things out of the homes that out of the home that I feel is really valuable and important to me. So documentations and some pictures and things like that. Just in case I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and one of the things to note, Ed and Katie, is again how serious this can be, right? We just heard from that resident talking about how there are valuables in the home, right, and boxing everything up, and we've known about this storm coming for a few days now, but the fact that people are boxing things up, boarding up their windows, we'll see that here in just a few minutes. Make sure you stay tuned for that because we're going to be walking down the streets and showing you the residential, but we thought it would be important to show you the business aspect of it too because everybody in this area is going to be affected.
Right, that's a mandatory evacuation there at Hoover Beach. All right, James, we'll check back in with you in a bit. Now, this winter storm causing many Western New York schools to close. Buffalo, Hamburg, Grand Island, Salamanca, West Seneca, Williamsville, all among the districts closed through the holidays now because of the forecast. We've got the latest school and business closures for you right now at WKBW.com. We'll keep them scrolling at the bottom of your screen as well.
Also this morning, it's today's garbage day for you. Listen up. The city of Buffalo and the town of Amherst canceling garbage and recycling pickup today. They'll pick up again next week. Wyoming County, Alden, Lancaster, Orchard Park, Niagara Falls, and Cheektowaga, among other areas that'll have pickup earlier than usual today. Waste Management asking you to have your totes out as soon as possible. We've got a full list of impacted communities right now on WKBW.com.
This is all new this morning. The ice booms are in. That's to help protect the shoreline. Overnight, the New York Power Authority letting us know they installed 21 of these 22 booms near the Lake Erie outlet into the Niagara River. They're designed to divert more water to the river and away from the shoreline.
I've already made a request to New York State to have NYPA increase the amount of water that is taken through the Power Authority intake system in Niagara Falls so that we can reduce the amount of water that's actually in the Niagara River.
Yeah, officials say this final boom, though, couldn't be installed because the lake water level where it goes is lower than usual, but they say that really shouldn't impact things too much. And we're going to bring you the newest updates from the county's winter storm briefings. And next is at 8 this morning and then 4 this afternoon. Then there's going to be updates at 8 and 4 tomorrow and Sunday as well. We're going to be by your side through the storm with coverage online at WKBW.com and on our app. Our live coverage starts tomorrow morning at 8. It's on broadcast and streaming. We'll bring you the latest weather updates for your holiday weekend.
Coming up, preparations to clear roadways underway. How plow crews are working to keep your family safe this holiday weekend. 5:10, you're watching Good Morning Buffalo as we track this blizzard coming our way. We're joined now by Clarence Highway Superintendent Jamie Dustin with more on the preparations that are underway just hours before the storm arrives. Jamie, good morning to you. Thanks so much for being with us. Let's talk about those preparations that are already underway.
Well, the preparations actually started Monday. We had 2 crews, a day shift and an afternoon shift, really preparing all the equipment, the trucks especially, to get ready for whatever was coming in. And we also did a lot of chainsaw sharpening and maintenance, and we have several vehicles outfitted already, ready to go out the door when the wind starts blowing.
You know, it wasn't that long ago we had another major storm. What's the biggest difference for you guys between that one and this one that's coming our way?
The wind is going to be crazy, and that's really what on the forefront of the storm. That's what we're preparing for, even more so than the flash freeze. We feel that we've timed this right. We've got some good weather forecasting, so we know 7 o'clock is really that magic hour, which was perfect for us because we got to let the crews stay in bed. They will come in like a normal day. Start. We've recalled our second shift. They're going to come in about 11 o'clock this morning and join the fun. We anticipate to be out on the roads by then. But the wind is really what is on our mind. We feel we can tackle any amount of snow, but combine it with downed trees, power lines, and quite frankly, employees worried about their own families and houses.
Yeah.
That really complicates things. So
now, Jamie, you mentioned that you were sharpening chainsaws, obviously, to clear those trees if, in fact, they were to fall from those strong winds. Tell us about what residents should be doing to help you right now. Jamie, you there?
Yes, I am. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so what can folks do right now to prepare to help you in the event of a tree falling or any other emergency on the road?
Prepare themselves. Prepare their homes, their families, their households. Tie down loose items. Don't make yourself be put in the position where you have to call for help. Everybody needs to have generator if need be. Make sure their sump pumps are backed up in some fashion. They have a plan for a long power outage for food in your freezers and things like that might start to go bad. We have to start thinking about all these things, but it's tough for us to take care of what we have to take care of if we have to turn into emergency services mode and start helping residents.
Yeah, and the reality is, Jamie, that the flash freeze will wind up starting in just a couple of hours. So we hope that people have been preparing, as we've been telling them all week, about what's ahead.
And of course, it's a holiday weekend, just making it even more difficult. Jamie, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And everybody, we just heard everything that you should be doing, getting out there, staying ahead of this storm, doing what you can now to make sure you're protected when it comes.
We're in the Weather Center this morning because we're tracking the timing of this storm, and by 7 a.m. everything changes.
Yeah, things really changed, like you mentioned, right around 7 a.m. And like he had mentioned, too, we've had a real good heads up on this system. Not often will the Weather Service issue a blizzard warning so far out in advance. By definition, for a blizzard, winds are 35 miles per hour or greater, lasting 3 hours or longer, with visibility a quarter mile or less. We're going to see nearly 30 straight hours of blizzard-like conditions as we head into later today and Saturday.